It's here, but I believe that the sanctity of life should be protected, and the Supreme Court shouldn't be politicized. And the fact that
How does abortion violate the sanctity of life? The word sanctity is defined as holy and sacred. So how is birth either of those if we all need to repent, something which cannot be done in the womb? God kills people in the Bible. Doesn't that mean God is violating this sanctity? How is the court of laws say about anything holy, valid, if religion is to be constitutionally separate from politics? What does life's sanctity, as you believe, have to do with the law, as that's a religious perception? As for the Supreme Court being politicized, what is this RVW overturn about, if not politics? You are religious, as are many others in the pro-life movement. So what is this, if not political? And how is your position valid in the context of the Supreme Court, as you are arguing against abortion in favor of your religious views?
this opinion was released without...
The leak is the issue, not the ruling.
I'm okay with the ruling, but the leak that comes out so early, that just shows how politicized this is.
Why are you okay with the ruling? Is this ruling going to magically stop the demand for abortion? Maybe abortion wouldn't be a thing if God designed reproduction better, don't you think? As for the early leak showing how politicized this is, which bothers you, 1. What about you being there? 2. Why or how is making it a religious thing any better? Why are you allowed to defend your desired religious spin on this, but nobody is allowed to politicize this? What does the Bible say about abortion or America?
Do you know that the original Roe ruling was also leaked in 1973?
Which overturned a few justices' opinions.
Yeah.
So it's okay just as long as it favors your position? It's otherwise a violation of life's sanctity, even though God gave us all free will, and God will judge everybody in the end?
So this happens time after time after time in the annals of the Supreme Court, in the history of the Supreme Court. Why is it such an outrage?
Because they're trying to intimidate the justices to overturn their opinions.
How?
So you admit that Christianity is only an opinion, and undermine the Supreme Court is only mere opinion? How is Christianity a good opinion? Isn't Christianity the reason the world is the perpetual and natural mess that it is, which you're all trying to legally manipulate the Supreme Court into? Transitioning the entire country into God's will and way? Human brokenness and sin are God's will and way, are they not? As for your claim that they are attempting to intimidate, how are they doing so? You don't think that looking at the reasons why women get abortions is the way to go?
How does it equate? How does it map onto intimidation of the justice?
By the public opinion threatening the lives last night, they were out here chanting F Alito.
Are you?
Is Alito God? Are you God? Alito's next goal is to outlaw both gay marriage and gay sex. How do either of those violate life's sanctity?
Witnessing the same thing I am relative to what is aggressive?
Witnessing prayer vigils and speeches.
Are you not hearing that?
Yeah, the majority of the people over here who are pro-choice.
How are those pro-choice people intimidating anybody?
Roe v. Wade has got to go.
Yes.
They're pro-choice?
Well, the majority of the people on this side is pro-choice, yes. There are some pro-life people over there.
Who do you work for?
I'm not going to say.
You're not going to say? Okay. So why was it you ditched the Proud Boy motif when I ask questions?
Proud Boy.
Yeah, you know, the hat and the whole little thing you got going on.
The Project Veritas hat?
Yeah.
Not Proud Boys.
Fascist enabler.
No.
What is Project Veritas then, and why do you support this organization?
Really?
No.
You're in a agreement with stripping 50 years of precedent and human and civil rights of women?
I am agreeing with protecting the life of the unborn, which murdered over 63 million unborn children.
So are you for the child tax credit?
I am for.
Are you for the child tax credit?
Sir, this is a completely different.
Are you for increased SNAP benefits?
This is a completely different argument.
No, because if 80.
How is it different or unrelated? Pro-life insists that the fetus is a child and will never listen to anybody who says otherwise. How are you protecting the life of any unborn? How is the Roe v. Wade overturning a form of protection as it targets the mothers to be? Is this world safe for people? Christianity says this world is naturally bad, so I don't see how it is. How can anybody be a protector of goodness if we're all bad, which nobody can change? Well, forgiveness is only that, forgiveness. Yeah.
80,000 people are born into poverty.
Argument.
How are you going to fund
Are you mad that
the
the
increased
cancer industry, that
cancer industry?
the organizations that fight against cancer, are you against them because they don't fight against diabetes? No, they're.
What does cancer have to do with your stance that, quote, abortion is murder? The fuck is that?
No,
They're two
I'm
different
saying
arguments.
it's cause and effect. If children are born into poverty
No, sir.
and you don't support the
That's
child
a whole
tax
different
credit
argument. It's
or
a whole
increased
different
SNAP
argument. It's a
benefits
whole different
or
argument.
poverty
It's a
abatement
whole
measures,
different argument.
it is not.
It
And
is.
It is the
Yes.
same argument.
No, you are taking the life of an unborn child. Life begins at conception. So
It does. Where is that in the medical journals?
So, taking a life is never justified? Are people deliberately putting the life there when they're only trying to achieve orgasm by having sex? Are they intending to have a kid when they just want to have sex for the pleasure of it? Is it people's fault that they have no control over the occurrence of pregnancy? The answer is no, so I don't see how the pro-life movement has any validity. You people aren't interested in discussing matters with anybody. You all preach murder, whether you're religious or not, and that's final with you people. While you stand there accusing the pro-choice side of intimidation, while this movement is only there because you guys initially provoked them.
it's a worldwide medical consensus. You can look it up.
It's a worldwide medical consensus.
What difference does the point when life begins make? If you Christians were actually concerned about life, you wouldn't be preaching at people about God and that we're all broken and need Jesus. You wouldn't be Christian. None of you people would ever threaten with hell or that people will tremble before Jesus when he comes back. None of that is concern for life.
That life begins at
So
conception.
many studies. Chicago Medical School, Princeton even has articles reviewed on it. This is a simple search.
Well, thanks for your time.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe stay away from there. You don't want to be in another insurrection.
You just keep doing what you're doing because fake news seems to be your thing, buddy.
Don't even worry. I will keep doing what I'm doing.
And I'll pray for you.
Pray for what? Pray to the God that caused this bullshit world and all of your nonsense, if God does exist? What about free will?
Don't waste your time.
I'll pray that you learn the truth.
We'll see how that works out.
Okay, well, because it seems like it's going to get overturned.
Yeah, you're right. Regression is in full
God
effect.
always wins.
God always wins. Fantastic.
God always wins.
Good for you, buddy.
Why do you want Christianity to be the truth, and why do you agree with this religion? Why does RVW need to be overturned if God always wins? Why is this about winning? What does God win? Why do you want God to win?